Hey there, it's Peacekeeperalex and the Psychic Wargamers. This is going to be the Psychic Wargamers stream number 55. And this is going to be the Psychic Wargamers Total War 3 Kingdoms Yellow Turban Rebellion campaign Let's Play number 40. Let's carry on where we left off last time. And we're going to be battling against the Kingdom of Wei. It is going to be... we do have some reinforcing army here, but that is a low number. I don't know if I should delegate this to a certain degree. I am a psychic medium. I do discern energies and communications from the spirit in multiple capacities. Hence the Psychic Wargamers. Partially where the title in regards to me coming up with the Psychic Wargamers and the spirit that made Spirit Guides and me coming up with the Psychic Wargamers. You don't necessarily have to be a psychic to be a part of the Psychic Wargamers. It's going to be He against the Kingdom of Wei. And let's get this started. Just let me switch to the dashboard. Okay. 3,154 against 2,582. Battle of Jingling, Cattle Farm. It says we have a reinforcing force, but for some reason it's just counting it.
Upon us. Let us not squander opportunity.
For some reason.
I shall share the glories of victory with you.
Huabai.
When this day is done, we shall be victors.
Alright. Alrighty then, yeah, it ended up a Yellow Turban Spearman Captain. 2 units of Reclaimers. Got that Spearman Heavy Spear Infantry. You can see here. Yeah. They got like the Castle Shield. It's really good. We also got Yellow Turban Horsemen, 4 units. We have some Yellow Turban Spearmen, 2 units. We do have some archers. 5 unit of archers. 3, 4 Yellow Turban archers. 1 peasant archer. Peasants. Get some axe wielder vulgars. That light axe infantry. The rice paddy hats and the 2 axes, 1 in each hand. We also do have 2 more Yellow Turban warriors that I did not count. So technically 8 in total. 3 generals. Well, no. Actually, Yellow Turban Spearman Captain, a Yellow Turban Archers Captain, as well as Guanzhen Jin and Huabai.
The time has come! Prepare!
The time has come!
We do have some deployables, so I don't know if we're going to be needing them. Well, I think we are going to be needing them, actually, because that would be the better way. A bit of a pit off to the side, oil pit. And put the horsemen on the right flank. Spearmen on the left flank. Main unit lines, center, with the vulgars on the right flank as well, and all the archers in the back. So let's start battle. Let's see what the enemy's rocking, unless we don't see the enemy. speed up the game here because we're not seeing the enemy. And I think they are attacking us. So I would expect them to come into view soon. There's a unit. It looks like they are heading... yeah, Feather Forbidden Orphan unit, Heavy Spear Cav. Not doing too much. Other units coming into view though. Archer Militia, Protectors of Heaven, got the Glaive Infantry. There we go. They're starting to move towards us. So again, cavalry on the left flank, and they're also bow cavalry as well too. 2 units apiece. Mounted Saber Militia, backbone of the army. Well, mounted Saber Militia actually, not necessarily mounted. And the Heroine of Hand is firing upon us already, so I'm going to send my archers towards to fire upon. And it's kind of good that they're going to the left flank. We've got our spearmen set up there, so that's going to be kind of good. So is there like spiritual teams maneuvering the arrows? Because I know that there is certain kind of spiritual in regards to motion. One of the things with any ancient combat being the firing of the bow, the movement of the arrows themselves. What changed in regards to when gunpowder came about? And specifically, the more advanced versions are, well, a lot. Like, there was a lot of teams that would maneuver the bow. This is an open channeling spirit, and that is the real trick. Going with, yeah, I think that I think that's really cool. I mean, the idea that there is spiritual teams behind the scenes that are trying to affect the emotion. You know, it's kind of scary that there would be spirits even maneuvering some of that stuff within warfare, but I think that it is a truth. And I think that there is probably spiritual teams that try to maneuver the digital movements of some of the things. I mean, how does that work? It's different. It is different, but there is teams that do it, and that is the case. There is. I mean, because it's historical, right? I mean, you see spirit teams maneuvering multiple kinds of projectiles in regards to war and battle. So I think that it is one of those things that you'd see certain kind of spiritual teams within the gameplay itself. Again, there's spiritual in regards to the physical gameplay in regards to the War of Three Kingdoms. One of the things regarding it is, I guess it wouldn't be too unheard of to see spirit teams maneuvering, throwing of caltrops, the arrows, and my army's getting a little bit attacked here, so I should actually call what's going on right now. Saber Militia, Protectors of Heaven, Jiangdong Swordsmen, and 2 Cav units hitting the front lines, and pesky bowmen from the enemy, and my bowmen just completely running amok. That is what it looked like here. Because of this Cav unit, this mounted Lancer Militia, sneaking past the left flank and causing some problems. So you can see 3 units, even the Yellow Turban Archer's captain, flying off the handle and retreating. And I'm hoping they're going to recorrect, but I don't know if they are. I'm going to try and get these archers back in line because they now have 7 bowmen on us. And the balance of power is shifting in their favor, so this battle not necessarily going the way I want it to. I'm going to maneuver some of the left flank and right flank. Spearmen on the left, Vulgars on the right. Those Vulgars with the axes. Front lines clashing here. You can see multiple kinds of Cav units trying to break through the Yellow Turban line. And then specifically off to the left, 3 units here. Attacking this 1 Yellow Turban warrior unit, enemy general in the mix behind our lines, as well as keep it on slow motion. Yeah, so there's a lot of spiritual teams in regards to That'd be why. Yeah, multiple clashes happening here. I'm going to send my Vulgars after this Saber Militia right off the right flank here, trying to attack the Yellow Turban front line. You can see these Spears, Reclaimers, and Imperial Bulwarks. This is a really cool one. Reclaimers and Imperial Bulwarks clashing is a really cool engagement, because I've discerned a certain strength on either unit. I think maybe the Imperial Bulwarks might be they might have the upper hand a bit. There's just something about Imperial in the name that can give it a bit of an edge. Alrighty then. But it's also just, it's the armor, the fashion, and the Reclaimers look good too, though. I mean, that's a good one as well. It's a great name. Sometimes the naming of units themselves can shape the spiritual around them, I think in a certain sense. You know, specifically in regards to modding communities pertaining to some of the gameplay. Oh, just a lot of blood. Oh, wow. Oh, they got spears. That's the thing of it. You got 2 Reclaimer units going after this Imperial Bulwark. And we want to maneuver this Spearman outwards. And I think we want to try and go after the archers, maybe spook them. We do have horsemen. What am I doing? We have 4 horsemen units. We're going to run down these. This is going to change the fate of the battle here. Right off the right flank, I had forgotten about my about these four cav units, and we're going to go in there. We're going to try and run over these dang archers because they're causing some problems. My generals, where are they? Are they in the mix? I think they are. They are in the mix, but we want to go after this general who's behind enemy lines, Lady Wu, who is still harassing these peasant archers. Seriously. Talk more about that, and that was the case. So 2 bow units recorrecting, another 3rd and a 4th. This cav unit still causing problems. Mounted Lancer Militia now going after another bow unit. Not what I want to see here. This is the case list. These bows all fire upon this cav unit, and let's see what happens. There we go. Yes. From multiple angles here, the bows trying to change the fate of this cav charge. Helping, taking out some of them, that's for certain. And they end up charging right into... We're going to turn right around and take out the sharp swords and go right after these Mounted Lancer Militia. And sadly, you can see my cav charge in regards to their archers is glorious. Glorious! You can see multiple attacks happening. We're going to split this cavalry charge into 2. Go after bowmen apiece. There we go. Lanterns going flying. The rain bearing down. So these cav charges nullifying the enemy bowmen, leaving 2 bowmen really on the field. 1 as well, Archer Militia, which is being chased. Another 2 Archer Militia, 1 wavering, the other one about to. And 2 bow cavalry flying away from our cav. Imperial Bulwarks surrounded on the left flank by our 2 Reclaimer units and Yellow Turban Spearmen flanking. Front lines holding as I shore up with a Yellow Turban Spearman Captain unit. Cav, the enemy cav behind the lines is situated, so we got our bowmen back. And 2 of our generals going after Lady Wu. All 6 bowmen still in the mix. So, interesting on that one. A cav charge right into some of my cavalry. I'm going to send one of the units after the cavalry bows, and then another one to stave off that attack. Mounted saber militia try and take on the yellow turban horsemen. At least medium sword cavalry, so another supporting point.
The enemy warriors are running.
So we got some cav going after the heroine of Han, and these really sleek female bowmen. Huge cav charge here, right in the right behind. A cav battle still happening here. 24 yellow turban horsemen taking on 22 mounted saber militia. So our bows are now firing. This is the enemy sends a cavalry charge here. Heavy spear cavalry hitting the front line. And those 8 units of yellow turban warriors, and then shoring up. The axe wielder revolvers on the right flank. Yes, they are. Surrounding the enemy on the right flank, folding over. It's still that Imperial bulwarks battling it out. Shields going flying. And these 2 units, this axe band, have really made the marker here. A little bit next door to the Imperial bulwarks is this large amount of enemy, and again, Feather Forbidden Orphans doing another charge. So they continue to harass and harangue, pull back, and then they charge again. Which is the way this is the way you want to utilize cavalry, certainly. And what we're going to do is we're going to shift all bow fire to that left flank. The center, it used to be a part of that main front line, but there's a huge gap in that front line, and it's sort of sectioned off into its own engagement. Get some bow fire on there, helping these yellow turban warriors out. And again, cavalry caught up with Heroine of Han and still battling it out, and that one cavalry battle behind enemy lines still taking place, hacking and slashing of each other. You know when an engagement has lasted for too long, when you look below the fighters and the amount of bodies stacking up, just you don't see any of the ground, you just see complete blood and uniform. Next, with the revolvers taking on some glaive infantry. As well as like a sword unit as well, unless it's one of them. Well, it's a heavy glaive, he's just fighting with the sword for some reason. He's like the captain of the unit or something. Yeah, that moment where the engagement sort of winds down, there's a few units on either side in pockets. And wow, the Heroine of Han and Yellow Turban conflict ended up going right over to the right flank, and that main engagement, you can see multiple Yellow Turban Horseman units chasing after the Heroine of Hand right into the mix of the melee.
We have killed an enemy general.
Just some chaos ensuing.
At the ready.
Our general's still taking on Lady Wu, still trying to figure it out. Multiple enemy units breaking on the right flank, giving us leeway to send the said units in chase to attack the enemy on the left flank, and a cavalry charge as well. Not at my behest? No, at my behest. Yeah, it was at my behest. The enemy in trouble here on the left flank, and so the arrows continue to rain down, and they start breaking. Balance of power shifting. Those bulwarks still battling it out. So 2 units of reclaimers against a bulwark unit, and the reclaimers are looking worse for wear. 73 out of 200 from the one unit, 113 out of 200 for the other, and the bulwarks 84 out of 200. So I think the Imperial bulwarks might be the greater of the spearman unit.
Amazing that you can both talk and
But maybe
battle.
not. Against a Yellow Turban Horseman, there's been some sporadic Yellow Turban Horseman maneuvering in this battle. There we go, the engagement behind enemy lines. That Saber Militia and Yellow Turban Horseman unit finally over with as the enemy Kingdom of Wei retreats, freeing up another cav unit to be able to send towards the enemy. And I think I'm going to hit the bulwarks right behind, and they end up fleeing before we even get that cav charge going. And that leaves not too many on the battlefield, just really the main engagement area, main lines, Lankai Spearman, Medium Spear, and the Heroine of Hand still harassing the cavalry, which we're going to dispatch. Feather Forbidden Orphan unit for the enemy still in play as well. I've seen them harass the entire game. Now attacking my archers. I'm going to send my generals after them. I don't want to see this, because they have been a pain. Ooh. There we go. I mean, that's what it kind of reminds me of. This Feather Forbidden Orphan unit kind of reminds me of like a unit of generals, to be true. It's a beast of a unit. And, you know, yeah, that's it. You want to attack that unit the first thing you get, because spiritually, that's what they say. It's an OP. OP. You heard it, well, that is what they say. This was the thing of this. It was that comment, is what they said. Well, I didn't mean to upset. I'm certainly not meaning to affect certain kind of content creation in an adverse fashion, which my mean spirit guides did not intend. Well, okay, correct. That is battle. That is game. Feather Forbidden Orphan unit. Let's go. We're gonna take a little sweep of the battlefield. this is going to be a bit of a quicker episode. I think we're going to have maybe 1 or 2 more battles. But we did end up defeating the Kingdom of Wei in this one.
Our faith was rewarded.
3,154 deployed, 1,998 lost, 1,156 remaining. Enemy captured 240, 2,582 deployed, 2,264 lost for the enemy, being Kingdom of Wei in this instance, 318 remaining. We're going to recruit.
To action.
That was the raising of the army in regards to Jiangling, so that was a decent move. Earlier on in the campaign, last episode, Battle of Baihai, large regional city. 3,336 deployed on my side, 3,611 deployed on enemy side. Heyi against Kongrong. Let's do this.
Our roots are strong. We will achieve much. Proud words, brother. To the battle, then! The dance of nature slows, and we march.
You will be crushed beneath my ambition.
The time has come!
So we do have 6 units bowmans, Men of the Forest light bow. We're able to traverse into the no man's land area to be able to fire upon the enemy with these bows, and I think I want them upwards so my men can catch up to them if they need be. We do have some deployables. Maybe that's the trap of it. Let's start battle.
Ready, boats! Let missiles fly! Run! To attention!
We're going to fire upon this cavalry unit that's going to be charging right towards us at the gate. And we're going to see if the bows are going to be able to stop them before charge, and they're not. They did take a lot of them out, though. That is correct. They'll take a lot of them out. Mounted Lancer Militia.
Run! Run! Take heed, warriors! At the ready! Go! 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 The time has come! The enemy warriors are ready! Ha!
So we're able to vanquish one of the Lancer Militias right out the gate by stationing the Men of the Forest units right near the enemy army.
March at the double! Quick march! Finish up! To attention! Move! Rise up! Make ready! Attend! Archers, prepare! Steel yourselves! Attend, swordsmen!
So right on the right flank here, we're switching up to fire arrows as well. Firing on the enemy, we have a really good position, and I'm shifting my main army over to the right flank. 2 units Yellow Turban Warriors stationed near my bows just in case. I'm actually going to move one of the units right in front of them so there's no problem. Jai Militia getting decimated, not moving, and Light Halberd just finally retreats. I'm getting pelted from my archers. You can see here another unit as well. Axe Warriors getting hit hard as well too.
Stand ready! Move out quickly! Raise spears! Hurry, move! Attend!
Heavy spear guards. as well. Getting hit. This is another good spear unit as well, and I send my generals in right when they're getting hit hard by some fire arrows. Melee engagement is happening.
Look, the enemy run. Craven.
They end up catching up to my rear guard, these 3 spearmen units. Peasant spearmen end up clashing into this mounted lancer militia that got decimated at the beginning of the game. Right next door you can see multiple units, Yellow Turban spearmen, Yellow Turban warriors getting attacked by armored Geon sword guard, as well as Jai militia. And you can see the spears forming up, really just bunched up. That's not what you want to be doing, I think, with spearmen anyhow. Swordsman, Geon infantry captain on either side of him. Left flank, not good. And I'm going to shift and send in some 2 units here, Yellow Turban warriors, to try and compensate. It's going to be right between the main engagement happening between Yellow Turban warrior units 2 and a spearman getting attacked by armored Geon sword guards and heavy giant infantry. And they're going to clash right into this heavy giant infantry unit. Right to the left of them, those spearmen, those peasant spearmen getting slammed and surrounded by the enemy here. Enemy general, Fox in the henhouse.
Our men have no ammunition. They cannot
Mai Cheng attacking the archers. I'm going to send one of my spearmen after them. Got another 2 units in reserve, and I'm actually going to maneuver upwards. End up slamming Yellow Turban warrior unit right into the flank of this armored Geon sword guard unit. And they look like Imperial bulwarks with swords. That's what they look like. And it looks like we might not win this one. Again, the peasant spearmen on the left flank are wavering, leaving 1 there left to hold the bag, and that ain't gonna do. So we're gonna shift 3 units over to the left. Spearman unit, archer unit, and a sword unit to try and pick up that pace where the peasant spearmen were unable to hold, just completely disabled.
The men have no ammunition. Draw your weapons. Kill them. Show no mercy. Move now. Archers. Take heed, warriors. Do not relent.
How many have you killed? Not enough, I think.
If only wars were won with witty words.
You can see my generals chasing the enemy bowmen.
Unleash fury! Attack! The time has come! Prepare! Our men have no ammunition. They cannot fire. Spearmen, stand ready! Move out quickly!
Left flank, that last peasant spearman is vanquished, on the retreat and trapped. And the peasant spearman and that Yellow Turban warrior unit kind of trying to hold back those 4 enemy units there. 2 Geon infantry captains, an armored Geon sword guard, and heavy spear guards as well. Again, next door, that heavy giant infantry unit has been surrounded. Balance of power still in the enemy favor. They have more units than we do, and it's a very balanced battle. See one of my archer units fleeing, men of the forest, and getting fired upon by archer militia that's getting attacked by one of my generals. You can see each one of my generals is attacking a archer unit, causing the enemy to have difficulty to fire upon. Right flank battle, surrounded. Enemy is surrounded. I got some archer units in there as well too. Some Yellow Turban spearmen, 2 units, and 2 units Yellow Turban warriors. This was a third. And it's just a small extension of this engagement is a small thin line of enemy soldiers holding back 2 of my units, which I'm actually just going to push through here. I'm going to see them just walk right through. That's how, that's what was needed. Attack this Giant Militia. Armored Sword Guard unit. We're going to shift this Yellow Turban Warrior unit, which is sort of left in the middle of either engagement on the right flank and the left flank. And we're going to station them on the left flank because we definitely need more units on there. Even though we got more units on that left flank, the enemy still seems to have more health within the units. An Archer unit clashes. Lankai Archers right behind the Yellow Turban Spearman unit, right on the right flank. Slow it down here a bit. Balance of power ever so slightly shifting in my favor, even though, you know, we still have more units, that's for certain. More units? I don't know if we have more units, do we? Yes, we do. 1481 to 1303. 19 unit cards. Really, again, 2 engagements happening now, right on the left, one right on the right, with a gap right in the middle.
The enemy warriors are running.
The bow units, the enemy bow units, getting nullified by my generals. Here, fleeing armored Geon Sword Guard unit retreating. That's leaving 4 enemy units to hold down that right flank against 5 of mine. We have the numbers on the right flank, but not on the left. Looks to be that the enemy generals in this are on the retreat, and that might be the difference maker. Balance of power shifting in my favor. Shifting in my favor ever so slightly.
Prepare! Stand ready!
Hit the buff.
Hurry! Move! To attention! Fire upon them! Our men have no ammunition. They cannot fire.
Spearmen and halberds trying to fend off the swordsmen and spears on my side. That right flank just holding on. Right over curled here too, attacking the flank as those archers, sharp swords.
The enemy unit flees. What cowards!
Left flank looking mortal for the enemy.
At the ready. Run, run!
Two Geon infantry captains, heavy spear guards, and armored Geon sword guard unit.
The men are out of
My
ammunition.
side, Yellow Turban Warriors units. ×3. So it was peasant spearmen and men of the forest. The right flank has disintegrated, and that has changed the tone of the battle. Left flank folding 2 as well. Yep. Mass route here for the enemy. One last heavy spear guard units holding it and then gone. And other Swarmincer guides are advocating for the best possible things that myself and other Swarmincer guides could have advocated in regards to those that means guys need in regards to smart aviation, etc. To modern Marine Spirit guides, the way Marine Spirit guides needed. Enemies scattered all across this battlefield. See sporadic bodies in patches. And of course, a long line. Arrows. We're correct on that one. Just all over the map. Hard victory. Let's see if we can get to the end of the turn here without another battle.
Our faith was rewarded.
2,336 deployed on my side, 2,023 lost, remaining 1,313. Enemy captured 185, 3,611 deployed on the enemy side, 2,944 lost, 667 remaining.
To the task.
Oh, yeah, Zhang Yan, Gongdu, a couple movements from allies. Gong Sundu, Li Yu, and there we go. So we do get to see some campaign maneuver. It was song Vassalized Kongrong. Whoa, 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 whoa. So kind of a song declares war with he. Were we at peace? I didn't know we were at peace with that. Holy. Song commanded their vassal Gong Sundu to join war. Prisoner released Han Yuan Chang. Kongrong joined war alongside Kingdom of Song against Yuan Shu. Call for reinforcements was that the siege progresses, but our assaulting forces grow weary and supplies run low. A nearby village loyal and abundant in resources could possibly aid us. Shall we call on them to help? By high, large regional city. Call reinforcements. Population -2% followed by high. War fervor +15 military supplies. Your soldiers are driven by an insatiable desire to face your enemies in battle wherever they may be. War fervor. We'll call for reinforcements. Relationship lost. Friends. Shandai Pengjai. Buildings. Character rank gained. Jaitsu. Ancillaries lost. Huatuo's manual. How did we lose that? What's ancillary seized? Somehow it said lost for some reason. Wounded. Your kung fu is weak, old man. Huatuo's manual is a bit of a. Is that a quote? It says it's a quote. I wonder what it's in regards to. And Bai Hai is still sitting here, so you know what I'm gonna do? We don't wanna go to March. We're gonna hit March. No. Hit normal. We're gonna attack Bai Hai again, and we're just gonna delegate because that's kinda how I feel about it. Demand surrender. And they don't, so we're just gonna delegate 614. It's gonna be 1476 and 3399 against 614. We're just gonna delegate.
The people's voice cannot be silenced.
We lost 484 and capture 105 enemy. My Chang we're gonna release.
They fought only for their belief. We will bring righteousness to this settlement.
And some Yellow Turban rebellion forces. So, one more city for Kongrong, Donglai, Imperial City. And that's gonna be the end. If we take him there, that's it. We still have to worry about this invading army of Kingdom of Wei. I mean, just all the way up through the middle. And he has multiple forces. Our armies have mustered. We have 3 armies here near Penchang, and then a 4th one higher up above. And I think we're going to bring him down. Bring him lower down a bit, and we also got Huang Shao as well. So we have finally mustered enough forces to finally take it towards Cao Cao, who has taken Chen, taken Yang Cao. He moved up from Yang Cao Toolmaker and took the city of Yang Cao, and then all the way up Livestock Farm, Imperial City, and Farmland taken, and then also Yuan Shu snagging a bit of Chen as well, just to throw that in our face. We do have 10k, so we're gonna go to Ruin Iron Mine, I think, and we're gonna raise up another retinue in this army here. I think it's Han Yuan Chang. So we'll get a 3rd retinue, and it's going to be Fen Fang Fang or Peng Fang Fang, because we just get that easily. Now we do have Jiang Ling. I think we should probably attack that army. Would probably be best. And we're going to delegate this as well. It's going to be 1153 against 304. Battle of Jiang Ling. And we win.
Our victory is proof of heaven's approval. Return them to their kin.
So we vanquished some of the forces from our mainland, and we still are moving up that south army, Yu Yan. And we're going to move them up to Jiangxia. I think we should secure Badong. That would be good. Badong. And we also have another 2 armies moving up from Shenyang Weapon Craftsmen. We're going to keep the 1 army there, stationed, and then we're going to move 3 armies. One of the southern ones, and then 2 in the north. Finally, to get through that pass to Shenyang Small City is a freaking task. It takes like 3-4 turns. So we finally got 2 armies there as well, and we can go and attack Shenyang Lumberyard. I think this would be good, getting rid of Chang'an Jade Mine and Shenyang Lumberyard, because then we're right next to Gongdu and Ally, and we don't have to worry about it. Probably then moving on to Baxi City and Baxi Stock Farm as well too. You can see the map here. Gongdu owns the northwest, a large amount to the northwest, but right to the south of him and to the north of me are these 2 cities for the Kingdom of Wei. One's a jade mine and the other's a lumberyard. So if we take those 2, we don't have to worry about it. And then right to the southwest to us, in the southwest of Gongdu, is a long line of cities and settlements. You can see it by the Kingdom of Wei. There's like 6 of them. We take those and we might not have to worry, but I'm wondering what southern China looks like. And if it's all Kingdom of Wei, then that's going to be interesting. But really it's to the southeast and to the east of us. And then of course we still need to worry about the Kingdom of Song to the north, especially now that we're at war again, or to a certain degree. And just that one last city of Kongrong, and I think Liu Bei is still on the map. I'm wondering if he is. Liu Bei is still around. It says that, why is it pointing towards Runan Regional City for some reason? We got some generals to upgrade. Hang Xian, General, Legendary Healer, and Singer. Effortless Flow, plus 3 Resolve, plus 5 Instinct, plus 2 Enlightenment, plus 10% movement range, plus 10% speed. Once the bowstring is pulled back, the arrow must be released. Yes, I think we'll do that. Oh, it's already... No, we already got that. Okay. How about Fury? Plus 8 Instinct, plus 10 Morale in enemy territory, plus 25 charge bonus. And Clarity, plus 8 Authority, plus minus 15% building upkeep, and plus 50% line of sight. So this is one of those things, when you get Fury and Clarity, there's a certain kind of synergy and stat increase in regards to having both of those. So the idea is that spiritually, different kinds of modifiers in regards to Fury. When the physical chooses something in regards to his campaign game, and there is spiritual campaign games that can be played too, you know, because there is that sort of dimensional interaction thing where it's like, you know what, the physical's just, you know, imagine you know, certain kind of, you know, sometimes you just dig around in regards to a certain kind of campaign game and you're not really doing much, and if it's kind of boring for certain kind of other dimensionals, there's ways to be able to still play, you know, Total War 3 Kingdoms, the spiritual version, you know, I feel in a certain manner. I think there's multiple kinds. Well, that is correct. So, for example, I mean, if I was to just kind of just turn on the game and not do anything, if I'd go, you know, cook or go sit in the living room or not doing much of anything, I mean, you know, the other dimensional, you know, aspects, you know, still be entertained and still be able to play. But when we choose here, but there's still that sort of one that where there's an interaction, where when I choose Fury, and I choose Clarity in a certain sense, that there's a certain kind of synergy stat that happens in a... I'm wondering if there's... So it's Instinct and Authority. Maybe it's maybe there's like something in regards to another one as well too, different kinds of stats. But when you choose one, there's this sort of thing where it's like, imagine like a circle around it. Like you take a look at the relations, right? You can see how there's like multiple circles here around the one dude, Hang Xian in this instance. Well, imagine that we look at the stat over here in regards to Fury, and then all around it were these little bubbles of different kinds of modifiers that the spiritual can choose upon the physical choosing it for this general. Yeah, well, there's one of them, Alex. There is a certain kind. Yeah, there's a certain kind of interaction that is interesting. Oh, Lady Wu, or is it? This is Bian Jingying. Here's Liu Bei. Liu Bei. We found Liu Bei, and I almost want to play this battle. We'll play this last battle. That's what we're going to do here. 2,646 against 442. This might be Liu Bei's last general. Battle of Taishan, Regional City. Yeah, this is going to be good. Liu Bei's last stand. Potentially. Whoa! Holy brightness, Batman. We're gonna send a retinue apiece on each a single unit each. Whatever we can control and then like... what's the shift do? Maybe it's after. I wonder if that works. I kind of want to see if that works, because that would be good. Shifting, so when you grab a unit and you attack one of the units, and then holding shift and attacking the unit right next to it. I'm wondering if after they vanquish one of that first unit, that they maneuver to that second unit. I kind of want to see this.
Stand ready! Our comrade is under attack! To attention! Take heed, warriors! Attend! Show no mercy! Kill them! Attack! Unleash fury! To battle! Do not relent! For China! For the way!
So you can see my generals vanquishing that Persian militia. Heroine firing upon this.
A comrade is being attacked!
Deja vu. Glad I did an abdication of the mind.
Ready!
Another one beforehand in regards to SEGA and Creative Assembly.
The time has come!
Market correct.
Swordsmen! Yellow cover! Blades ready! The enemy unit flees! What coward! Our time is now! The enemy warriors are running! Ha! For the great peace! Destroy them! Prepare! Fight! Attend, swordsmen! Swords drawn! Take heed, warriors! Strike! Look! The enemy run! Craven! Yellow turbans, attack! Stand ready! Charge! We have killed an enemy general!
Enemy general vanquished. Decisive victory.
Cunning triumphs over brute force. We have need of good fighters.
And looks like it wasn't the last general of Liu Bei. Diplomacy. Nope.
This will be short.
Wooden fish. Try and increase relations with
A handsome
Jing
offer.
Jiang.
Thank you.
Speak quickly.
And we'll give Tunica Divination to Zhang Yan.
We take this as a token of friendship.
A lot of different things going on in this. There's been this hotspot of interaction. Dong Henai and Ying Chuan. And it's right near the Yellow River, and you can see multiple forces from different groups. Kingdom of Song, Zhangjiang. You can see Gongdu forces, Yuan Shu. And I'm wondering why where Kingdom of Wei is on this.
Contemplate all. Moving out.
Yep, so that's it. Kong Rong cornered. And Liu Bei on the run. Kingdom of Song holding on in the north, and the Kingdom of Wei about to be put to the test. With these 5 armies: Wang Shao, Jianpu, Hu Pingshu, Dong Li Liang, as well as Wu Li.
A mountain
We're
cannot
going to see what
resist.
happens. Thanks for joining.